of my goals was to have the set be huge and fantastic, and yet not have a lot of stuff on stage.
Initially, his concept was to show the strengths. And so I found an installation art piece that was actually made of string, making three-dimensional objects out of string.
They can challenge me as a director with an idea that they might have that comes out of their imagination as they read the script, and allows us to find the design together.
I feel like we did achieve that as far as the starkness of the actual stage. You did feel the grittiness of the play and the loneliness that we all dial out. The process of designing the play with John was really wonderful. He seemed to embrace my ideas and go with them, and he was really helpful in actually directing me in a creative way towards, you know, an end result. I started sketching furniture for the desk/coffin.
Well, I love it.
Okay.
I defer to
To Brian.
the dude who has to weld it.
Anything's possible.
How are we on the flying? The actual apparatus.
We still have to have a discussion on that, so it's in the same place it was last week.
There's a sense of realism to the costuming because it is set in a definite time period with realistic action taking place. It's a story told non-realistically, but the characters are real. You could believe them, you could know them, you can identify with them.
Hi, my name is Emily Lafreniere, and I was the costume designer for Angels in America. The discussions I had with John were about really the specifics. Like, I showed him a lot of pictures that I had found and said, these I like for Lewis in scene X, you know, and he would say, oh, I really like the way this sweater fits, but I would rather have that be earlier in the show rather than later, or I really like the cut of this jacket, can we keep his cuts a lot cleaner and smoother and have, you know, Joe a little bit more loose and kind of rumpled or whatever. So we got really, once I gave him the kind of map that I had created, we talked more about the specifics and the fine-tuning of the details and just kind of editing out the unnecessary things.
This, it seems to be, this is more the direction you were describing to me. So that's really what I'm more interested in.
Okay,
I really
great.
like where you're going in that direction.
Cool. This is kind of where I was going for the bodice part, where the bodice is in feathers or something that looks like feathers, almost how that gold is, and then it has the overlay of the shiny stuff, and then obviously having it continue down, and then just be layers upon layers of chiffon down below.
One additional part of the production process that becomes really important, whatever the production is that you're working on, is identifying those elements that are hard to categorize and that may cross between two different departments. In Angels in America there is flying, which becomes a scenic concern as well as a costuming concern.
We're exploring possibilities for flying the Angel for Angels in America, and our thought is to load our Angel from the mid-rail, and Zach, if you pull your line a little bit, that's going to lift her off her platform. We won't bonk her melons on that pipe, though.
And these can actually be the elements that are the most fun. When you get to sit in a room with people and problem solve something that crosses departments and that is interdisciplinary.